Another dark log from the diary of a griever named John Weaver, which is me. What does one deal with a CPAP mask? Anyway, it is 4:50 in the morning West Coast time. It's the 27th of April, Monday, 2026. Guys, I know politics and everything else is trying to get their way of looking at things here. And I'm trying to get this shit going here. Help! Yeah, getting sick yet? No, I just wanted to get something off my damn chest before something else happens here. The closer we get to the 250th anniversary, here, let me get this damn thing unplugged here. There we go. I got power still. Okay, let me talk. That's fine. Okay, so we have the 250th anniversary of the United States coming up here, okay? And there's a lot of gimcracks, gimmicks, and a lot of places out here. Yes, let me get this damn thing moved. There we go. I'm just trying to get this thing situated so I can talk to you, so you know. Okay. Plug it back in when I'm ready for it. There's a lot of gimcracks out there. They want your money so they can shove the shit down their throat. And it's a lot of gimcracks to celebrate 250 years of a country in all its glory. I mean, they got brooches, pins, notary, pens, jugs, various junk, tchotchkes and gimcracks, including teddy bears. If you guys had seen some of my videos, you notice I got a little bit of a collection in the background, especially when I'm doing it in my office, so to speak. And I like collecting them. I'm very selective when I'm collecting these days. I'm getting it for nostalgia. I'm getting it for things that I like. I like baseball, so I'm in California, and two teams I liked in California. California Angels, still, and Los Angeles Dodgers. I go to a junior college. I think I got the last two stuffies over there, stuffed bears. I like them. I have a Snoopy that I got from another shop to deal with NASA stuff. Or else was it on eBay? One of those two. But it was something to represent space. There was another stuffed creatures I got. I'm losing it. Cats and dogs from a cruising lady who was selling these tchotchkes to make money for NGOs. I didn't know it worthy. I'd gotten a lot of them, what I could afford. Yeah, they looked nice and cute for cruising stuff. I also got an American Eagle. Sam the American Eagle from 1984's Olympics. The person had this one for a long while and decided to get rid of it. They don't even know the historical value of this damn thing. I do. Sam the Eagle was supposed to be the representative of the United States during the 1984 Olympics when it was out here in Los Angeles. So, it's a caricature, but, you know, it's a collectible. And maybe a few other collectibles. I don't know what got me into it. I mean, I thought it would be a little bit better than dealing with pins all the time, because the pins, when you toss them about and put them in bags or put them in otherwise, it's just heavy metal. Heavy metal was paint and plastic or whatever. And it looks nice to keep around for a while, but afterwards, some pins I would use for nostalgia to remember certain events, and others are just for collectibles. I'd gotten one particular pin that was supposed to be for the collectibles. I think I just lost it. And it was supposed to be a representative in a gold pin with a little bit of red, white, and blue bunting in it to demonstrate America being in gold for 250 years. You know what really soured all this damn anniversary crap? Is when you have a lunatic president, I call him that. I call him the gas bag anyway. The old windbag, maybe. That works for me. Anyway, our mistake that we voted in November 2024. Likes and loves gold. It was rumored, and maybe it was true or not, that he wants a golden fleet. A golden naval fleet. Shiny gold weapons of mass destruction. He wants warships. It takes about a couple of years, or more than that, just to get even a little bit of a destroyer built, let alone an aircraft carrier. That takes years. But no, he wants fanciful naval flotilla in gold. He was the same asshole back in 2016 who proposed and created the Space Corps, or whatever the fuck they call themselves. They tore out a division out of the United States Air Force to make this Space Command shit going on. We had a Space Command, but it was part of the United States Air Force, part of the monitoring group of keeping track of any hostile incoming into the United States or in North America. And also using satellite technology to track everything. Well, yeah. But it was so nice to have another fifth or sixth wheel in the Defense Department budget. Create this Space Command. I keep scratching my head on this one. The Air Force wasn't good enough? They maintained it ever since, what, 1950s, 60s? What was wrong with that? Wanted to create a Stargate Command? That would have been better. That would create a lot of fan bases out there. Or maybe their own Starfleet. But you would need to have starships for that one. Active, working starships that cross the universe. Too woke and too DEI, unfortunately. Assholes. Yeah. So, but we got hawkers out there. Hawking and honking at you. You go online. I got all these damn pop-ups happening left and right, because there was the ones that already nailed me, because maybe once or twice I looked at a few things. So if I happen to go on Facebook or YouTube, the ads are right there. Buy me, buy me. I'm doing it for the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. Buy me, come on, celebrate, 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 celebrate. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? You like this bear? Oh, man, you gotta like this bear. 20 bucks, 20 bucks, 20 bucks. Or worse, if it's a little bit of better quality. 60, 70, 80 bucks. Come on, buy this bear, buy this bear. Buy, 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 buy. You must buy into the 250th, please. The algorithms need money, please. Artificial intelligence demand. Oh, should we open up that damn Pandora's box right there for artificial intelligence? A long time ago, when they talked about robots and books, they talked about how robots and computers were supposed to be helping humans out, and then turned around and started killing people left and right. And the horror stories about that one written up in books, comic books, made people afraid of technology. Either you're a friend of technology, or it's going to come out and kill you. And we created media for it. We created laws for it. Thank you, Isaac Asimov, for the 3 laws of robotics. And now we got artificial intelligence wiping out all of our resources that we have just to keep these mechanical nightmares working. And to get your jobs wasted too. I mean, shit. They're supposed to save mankind from labor-intensive. Can we toss the shit out already? Keep it out of the service sectors, please. I mean, now you're going to have a robotic barista serve you bad coffee. Not the personal touch on it. Or better yet, have almost no one working at McDonald's. And everything's computerized. Everything's mechanized. Maybe you get a technician in there. Or maybe you have a clerk in there. Or in warehouses, robots running all over the damn place trying to get your stuff. And will they make the zeros and ones work? Auto industry panicked like crazy. Got auto workers in there making machines. Machines making machines. Said before, we had media that we created throughout our lives. I think throughout the centuries. From the 20th century to right now. Of how machines are supposed to be either helpful or ready to kill your ass. I'm not happy with it. It was bad enough I'm living in a technology in a day and age where human beings got out of the phone business and let computers take care of everything. Now, computers talk to you. You have to do voice response. What happens if you can't talk? What happens if you can't use the damn button? You got to get someone else to do it. You got to ask someone else to give the information to them. You got to have faith and trust in another human being, and maybe they're going to be helping you or backstabbing your ass. I got a problem with trusting people. I got a problem trusting those machines. I can't do it by myself. What do I need it for? Microwave oven is good. I like a microwave. I like a coffee maker too. But I'm physically using the machines. I don't know if they've been mechanically made. I think they're humanly made. Or maybe not. I don't know. But at least I'll be able to make coffee in a coffee maker. Or microwave a meal in there. That's cool. But is the machines also invented in a certain way to make everything uniform? That's a scary thing, isn't it? Sometimes I have to look at some of the food I've got right now, whether or not it was made by machine or not. But, you know, if it's made by machine, you still have human overseers trying to make sure things are working. We're becoming more and more mechanized, and people losing jobs, pushed around out of homes. Maybe when we get the homes bulldozed and we got more and more AI centers, very few people to man it, if any, or just the machines will man it. We've got the robots coming out. Oh, ain't that nice? We got robots coming out and deal with a first lady who wants to show how robots are nice and friendly. I'm waiting for these guys to turn out to be the Terminator and trying to kill us. We got Skynet. Anybody ever remember some of the films that we actually had, like Colossus, the Forbin Project? Oh, back in the 70s on that one, there was a film concerning about artificial intelligence run amok. 2 major supercomputers trying to keep humanity from trying to kill each other. At first, they wanted to make sure that America was going to be protected by a supercomputer who was going to be controlling defense mechanisms. That means launch control for missiles, sending out planes, maybe automatic or whatever, to defend itself, defend America. Till they discovered that Russia had its own nightmare on Elm Street. They decided to join up and make the world run by them. Yeah, I remember that one. It's a classic and hardly anybody else can find it anymore. And because of relevancy, scares the crap out of the zeros and ones. Not to mention the human operators out there, not to mention the human creators for this damn nightmare. They all think that technology is the world's greatest thing until they get replaced. I'm always hearing the lower end people are getting replaced left and right because the machine took over things because they were supposed to be better and efficient. Only efficient when it's got the stuff necessary to be sufficient. What if the machines really start taking care of themselves and run the world automatically? Where the hell are we going to be? What are we going to be doing? Wandering around aimlessly? Are we going to be caged, corralled? Maybe sent out for devastation and extinction? The human race made itself extinct by making robots. Our fear in life, cyberpunk, necromancy, all those other science fiction terminologies I've heard of. Does it rattle me? Yeah, it does. Do I have any technology like that? Not really. Oh yeah, the computers can do anything, can't they? I've got a Fire Pad from Amazon. Has Alexis on it. I don't use it. Eventually I'm going to lose my voice and I won't be able to use the damn thing. It's voice operated. If I've got anything like that happening here, it's going to be too new technology. And I haven't got anything. I'm old-fashioned enough. You know how old-fashioned I be? How about just taking instant coffee crystals and getting hot water boiled on the stove top and making my coffee that way? Or better yet, if I want to make cowboy coffee, I'm going to just take a package or a container of dehydrated coffee, put it into a pot of boiling water, create the brew, and just use that all day long. I can use powdered cream if I wanted to. You know, they got liquid and flavored powdered creams for decades. I see it in some of those commercials too. Harry Potter and his weirdly flavored junk. Or maybe Star Trek coffee or Star Wars coffee or something like that. You gotta have the natural materials necessary, but if we're killing out rainforests, well, so much for the natural materials, don't we? I'm getting too damn old and I'm seeing things changing so damn badly that asking the people of previous generations is getting harder and harder because they're dying out too damn fast. They're seeing new technology, they're trying to catch up with it, they can't even understand it half the time anyway. Newfangled phones coming out there. I have people trying to sell me new stuff. They want me to get a new Galaxy phone with more features and more memory. I could use more memory on a phone. I have to have the money to cop up to the damn shit anyway. Of course, they got free phones out there if you qualify if you're low income. Yeah, but then I have to change my damn phone number? Like that. I'm keeping my phone number. It's the only thing I remember right now these days. Well, to a point anyway. I don't know. I just had to burp my ass about a lot of things happening. The world's getting scarier and scarier with all this shit happening. Pretty shortly, I'm probably going to see in my own little neighborhood here, Roseman, Uber drivers without the humans in it. Without humans? Oh my God, we're scary. I'm not dealing with a robotic driver, that's for damn sure. Give me a human driver. I got somebody to yell and scream at if we happen to get into an accident. Or, better yet, have a conversation with him. You can't have an argument, you can't have a discussion with zeros and ones. I just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Anyway, that being said, I'm just going back to bed and try to stop being a blithering idiot for right now.